Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. For many, Tekken is the #1 fighting game franchise of all time. It is very popular, has sold millions and millions of copies worldwide, and people are always eager for collectibles and for new things based on Tekken. Now, Prime1 Studio is holding the license now, and they just released over a week ago a Jin Kazama statue. So in this video, I want to look at this piece. I want to break down the information, the good and the bad, and ultimately let you know if I think you need to add this to your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. And for that reason, we're going to look at this piece. So we're going to go to the Prime1 Studio website, as you can see right here. They have released other pieces for Tekken, not many. They pretty much started just not long ago with it. They have Yoshimitsu. This is based technically on the original Tekken. Very good design. It's already sold out. I think you can go on the wait list. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you might be able to get it at Sideshow, but on the Prime1 Studio website, it's sold out. But they still have it available, so you can go onto the wait list. They have an Alisa. The exclusive is for sale is $600. It's not a bad price. Now they have the Jin Kazama. They have two versions. They're all based on the Tekken 7, but we're gonna look at the ultimate version, which is $300. It's more expensive than the regular one, but why not? Let's look at the most expensive one that comes with all the extras. And as you can see right there, it's ultimate version, limited edition, so we don't have an edition size yet. Is pretty much $1,100 right there plus shipping. You can pay with installments. You can choose the number of installments of payments. You can choose up to 11 payments, and you have to make a deposit. If you if you only pay the deposit, you pay $109 today, and then of course you have to pay this on the shipment, which is $989 and the shipment cost. So yeah, it can be very, very pricey. And we're gonna read the description before we get into pretty much the photos. It says Kore ga Genjitsu da. This is reality. Prime1 Studio is proud to present the latest addition to the premium Masterline series, 1/4 scale Jin Kazama from the iconic Japanese arcade fighting game Tekken 7. Jin Kazama is one of the main protagonists in the Tekken series over a course of 18 years. He is the son of Kazuya Mishima of the G Corporation and the sweet fan favorite Jin Kazama. He is part of the cursed Mishima bloodline and holds the devil gene just as his father. Jin is a tragic hero, dealing with traumatic events out of his control all throughout the series. Jin has committed himself to ending the cursed bloodline, which have made him a pillar of power and hope in the Tekken universe. The events in Tekken 7 take place after Jin defeats his grandfather Heihachi in a turn of events. However, Jin goes missing, allowing Heihachi to take control of the Saibatsu once again. Having been in a coma, Jin awakens and is sent out by Lars to kill his father Kazuya and end the Mishima curse once and for all. Round 1, fight. Join Jin in his fight in the King of the Iron Fist tournament with this breathtaking masterpiece. He stands approximately 25 inches tall upon the Tekken 7 Dragon Nest stage theme base. Jin holds a combat pose ready to 10-hit combo his way to victory. For a more classic feel on Jin, the ultimate version will feature an alternate torso with a bust stand, creating the most iconic and video game accurate Jin setup on the market. A must-have for Tekken fans everywhere. And as you can see right there, specifications, you get one Tekken 7 Dragon Nest design theme base. You get 2 swappable left arm parts, open hand, closed fist, 2 swappable torsos with jacket and without the jacket. So without the jacket, technically it goes to the classic Jin. And you got the bust stand. Of course, we know it's a prototype shown. The estimated arrival for this is between November of 2021 and February of 22. This is part of the premium Masterline, therefore it's a 1/4 scale. Pretty much all the gaming franchises are 1/4. They're not 1/3. And here you have the product dimensions. So yeah, this is a 1/4 scale. We know that. It's polystone and other materials. And I love that they always have the 360 video here just to show you, and you can see the bust stand and all the swap out parts. But we're gonna look at the pictures. We come here, and I really love this. I would say I'm a fan of Tekken. I wouldn't say that I prefer Tekken over any other franchise, although it's considered by many as the #1 in the world. Primarily, they base that on the number of sales in the PlayStation. and it's always been very popular on the PlayStation, although now it's available in all different platforms. I would say that it is my top favorite, but I definitely love Tekken. And I really love that in this case, Prime1 has really accomplished something so well with this piece, because it is perfect. It looks like Jin Kazama for sure. And look at that pose. And this is the pretty much the ultimate version comes with this torso, the classic, the iconic torso. And I like that. I really like it because I think this is the way to, although I would say I'm a fan of the hooded version that is part of the Tekken 7, the latest game. I still like the classic look. Here with on this picture, a really nice picture. And here's everything that comes with the ultimate version. Now, the regular version only comes with this, with the hooded version with the jacket. And this is the one you get there. But in my opinion, if you're gonna go all out and you're a big fan of Tekken and Jin Kazama, then definitely you have to go for this one. This is the best one in my opinion. I love that what Prime1 does, that they offer you this little bust stands. That's always nice. So you really, you can display that torso as well. And I really love the base. I would say that there's the simplicity in this base. There's not much color on it. It's just pretty much one simple color plus some shading on all that. But I think it's perfect. It really portrays well with the character. Really kind of assembles well with it. And you can see all the parts, pretty much the detail in the jacket and the dragon. And all those swap out parts that you can see right there. But yeah, again, I'm a fan of that base. I like the neutral color of it. And this gives us, of course, it's 64.6 centimeters. It's a perfect 1/4 scale. Look at this one. I really like. Actually, I want to say that the other one we just saw, they're not bad. Both options are good, and they change out hands. I like this one. Actually, this regular hand goes well with this one, but this one goes better with this one for sure. Now from the back, love the detail in that base. I will tell you one thing, on this new design of Tekken 7, I'm not a fan of the boots. I've never been a fan of those boots. They look weird. Actually, last night I was playing Tekken 7. I was playing with Jin Kazama. I need to actually probably stream this on my gaming channel. More of this, my fighting games and stuff like that. I don't do that much. I do stream a lot of first-person shooters, but I'm a big fan of fighting games. But I love that. But, it's a nice stand. It goes well with the, the base. Now this angle here with love this picture. I would say that this piece, it is not, I would say, for everyone. I think it's, if you're really a big fan of Tekken, if you're really invested into this franchise, this is definitely the must-have. Like the other pieces that they release or they are having pre-order prior to this one, the Elisa and of course the Yoshimitsu, they're good. I like Yoshimitsu. It has a lot of detail, but I wouldn't say that those are as important. Although Yoshimitsu's been around for pretty much since the beginning. I feel that Jin Kazama is more important to the story. And if you want to have you can only afford to have one Tekken piece, I would say Jin Kazama is a much better fit. Now, other companies that they're also holding the license right now, you have First for Figures, Pure Arts, and those are on pretty much on the larger scale, the 1/4 scale. You have other companies, primarily if you want PVC, that are smaller scale. So in the 1/4 scale, I think the big companies that are really fighting for your money at those companies, and of course Prime1. But I believe that Prime1 always offers much better quality in the end, and of course you pay a premium for their quality. But in my opinion, if Prime1 Studio maintains this license going, they can really bring a lot of characters, and I hope they can. And it's not something that only you get one character here and there and that's it. Hopefully they are steady with it. The only problem with Prime1 is, of course, it takes forever sometimes for these releases to happen. Like this is not planned until the end of next year or beginning of the following year. So that's a long time. It's a long wait just to get to this character. But yeah, quality wise, we know Prime1 Studio, and sometimes they might just miss something, or something might not be as perfect, but for the most part, their quality is up there. So it's 99% of the time you're gonna get what you were promised. But yeah, I love that. Actually love this part of the skin. It looked kind of natural. I know the paint job, but this type of resin they use, or polyson they use, makes it look so kind of translucent in one way. Some companies were trying to do this a lot, like DC Direct was trying to do this a lot, and it was kind of failing a little bit, even Gentle Giant. But I see that Prime1 does some of that, and it kind of looks natural. So it makes the skin very, very natural. And I can see that, you know, love the paint job, even the veins. The painter did a terrific job in painting all of that, really giving detail to the skin. It looks very natural. And it looks like Jin Kazama for sure. And there's a lot of pictures, so we're going to go through all of them. I love the detail in that belt. The muscles. But yeah, you know, the only companies right now, Pure Arts and First for Figures, they're producing content for them. But Prime1 is better, in my opinion, as quality wise. But of course, you know, you pay more money for the pieces here. And to be honest with you, they haven't been as many over the years. Even though Tekken has been very popular, it hasn't had as many collectibles over the years, which is strange in some ways. Street Fighter has been very popular, of course. Pop Culture Shock was doing that for forever. And they're very, very popular, great quality. Some people were even asking, I remember with PCS to produce, when Macaluso was in charge, they were looking for the Tekken franchise to be owned by PCS. But it didn't happen, you know. But now, of course, thankfully, now we have other companies stepping in. Now, this is the regular version with the hood, the hooded version. And I like it. It's not bad. You know, love the detail. The detail on the, pretty much on the jacket and all. Looks good. They're both good. So this is what I like. I like the fact that it's not only... I'm always been a fan. I gotta be honest with you on this one. I'm always been a fan of pieces that have multiple switch outs. I know some people don't like that. I know some people, they prefer something more classy. So they just want one simple change. They don't want nothing to change. They want everything to be the same. I'm always changing. And I like to adapt my displays all the time. So I love switch outs because it depends on my mood, what I'm looking for. I want just something different. I don't want a character that looks always the same. I want to see something different. And that's one of the reasons why I love switch out parts. They're not for everyone. Not everyone loves switch out parts. They're also a pain in the butt because you have to, you know, you have to have a place to put them away. And, you know, sometimes, you know, when you have a very limited, when you have limited space, where are you going to put the stuff? You're going to put it back in the box. And the good thing about Prime1 is that they have really come up with a good idea, having those little stands for those extra parts. There's other ideas. A lot of people have different ideas. They get all sort of ways to kind of put stuff away, but it's always a pain to try and put stuff away. And you can lose it, it can be damaged, things like that. So I feel that, but you know, so it's not an easy thing to have switch out parts. But I love switch out parts. And don't get, you know, that's the thing, you know, whether it's complicated or not, I always love to have options. I think we all do in one way or the other. And again, I don't like those boots. They're really weird. Even in the game, I was looking at I was playing last night, and when I was paying attention to the boots for some reason. I knew that I would do this review. But we're looking at the boots, I'm thinking like, man, those are so huge. They look like clown shoes. Not so much in the statue, but in the game they do. They stand out too much. And really love, even you can see the little detail. The crescent right there, very nice. That's a nice base. I love that. This is, you know, I love this. You know, this is the thing, for example, with XM Studios with the Joker from the Samurai series, when I told you that actually the Orochi really looks too dark. I feel that this is better, even though this is not pretty much a creature. This is a stone statue or idol, and he's on top of it. But this dragon looks good. It just, you can see all the detail because he has a lighter gray. It's not as dark, so you can see a lot of more detail. So that's something that they need to do with that. The XM needs to do with the Orochi. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. But here, love that. Oh, I never saw this until now. Wow, little detail there, then the stone. Really like it. Love that dragon for sure. Looks good. And here have a close-up. Love that close-up. You can see the detail and the really nice shading. Terrific job. It's not just a plain flat color. There's a lot of differences there. So yeah, I really like this piece. I would say, honestly, This is not necessarily, I would say, for everyone. If you are invested into this franchise, if you love Tekken, definitely this is something for you. If you can afford it, of course. It's not a cheap one. Between those two, the regular and in this case, the ultimate version, I would go for the ultimate version because it has the two representations that, in my opinion, are the best. The original, although the pants are okay, even though you have the original torso, the pants might not be the original pants or whatever you would like to. But I love that option. I love that. I love the stand. I love the base. It's simple. It's good. The switch out parts. It doesn't come with so many switch out parts. It comes with a stand for the bust, for the torso, which I like, and it's cool. I would say it is a recommendation again if you love Tekken and you want to get invested into a new collection. Now, if you're not really a Tekken fan, or if you really, you just only collect, I would say, Marvel, DC, it's not gonna really look good with your Marvel or DC collection. So yeah, I would say it's mostly if you have the space and you want to start a new collection and you want to go through this. You already have Elisa, you already have Yoshimitsu. I think these are pretty much Jin Kazama is more important than them, in my opinion. At least I've always preferred him. I always saw him as the face of Tekken, one of the faces of Tekken. But I would say it is, good. It's a nice piece. And if you're really looking for it, I would say you can go through Prime1. I'm sure it's going to end up at Sideshow, so you can go through them if you want to save some bucks. And it's going to be the ultimate version as well, because that's what Sideshow does. They offer that as well. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Do you like this piece? Do you think it's too expensive for a 1/4 scale? Which I know it is. I'm not saying, but what is your opinion in regards to the pricing? And what is your opinion in regards to the weight? Do you think that Prime1 will continue this line? What would you like to see in the future coming from Tekken from Prime1 Studio? So my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.